Hello students, welcome to my channel True Chemistry by Saloni Gangal. Today in this video I am going to discuss about the electronic configuration and molecular behavior of the molecules. Before coming to the fact, first we have to understand what is the meaning of electronic configuration. It is simply the distribution of electrons among various molecular orbitals. So, from this electronic configuration, it is possible for us to know about the number one, stability of molecules. How we can describe the stability of molecules? If Nb is greater than Na, means if the number of electrons present in the bonding orbital is greater than the number of electrons in the anti-bonding orbitals, then the molecule as a whole will be stable. But if this anti-bonding electrons are greater than the bonding electrons, then the molecule as a whole will become unstable. So, Na, you can write down the anti-bonding electrons present in molecular orbital, that is present in molecular orbitals. Here, bonding electrons present in molecular orbitals. Second thing is your bond order. Now what is bond order and how will you define it? It is defined as 1/2 of the difference between the number of electrons present in the bonding and the anti-bonding orbitals. Means क्या मतलब हुआ हमारे पास कि bonding और bond order जो होता है, what does this means? This means the bond order is equal to number of electrons in the bonding orbital minus number of electrons in the anti-bonding divided by 2. It is the 1/2. इसका मतलब this means bond order को हम calculate कर सकते हैं कि bonding electrons को में से anti-bonding electrons को subtract करके. अब हमारे पास किसी भी बॉन्ड ऑर्डर से रिलेटेड 3 चीजें आती हैं. 3 things we have to always keep in mind to get to know the stability. The first thing is that is if Nb is greater than Na. अगर Nb greater होगा Na से, you can see in this formula if Nb will be greater than Na, then the bond order comes out to be positive. When it is a positive bond order is positive, then the molecule as a whole will be stable. अब इसका दूसरा कंडीशन देखो बेटा कि if Nb is less than Na, then it will be negative. और थर्ड पॉइंट क्या आता है हमारे पास? हो सकता है कि Nb Na के बराबर हो, it is equal to Na, और अगर ऐसा हुआ तो bond order will be 0. In both these cases, the molecule will be unstable. क्या होगा? मॉलिक्यूल अनस्टेबल होगा. तो मॉलिक्यूल को स्टेबल होने के लिए तो सिर्फ एक ही कंडीशन हमारे पास बची कि Nb जो है वो Na से हमेशा ग्रेटर होना चाहिए. ऐसा हमारे पास बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल्स होते हैं बेटा, लेकिन हमारे पास अगर सपोज करो कि बॉन्ड ऑर्डर हाफ निकल के आता है तो द मॉलिक्यूल एग्जिस्ट बट इट इज अनस्टेबल. दैट इज हम एग्जाम्पल हम ले सकते हैं जैसे H2 पॉजिटिव एंड हीलियम पॉजिटिव. इन दोनों में हमारे पास बॉन्ड ऑर्डर हाफ आता है. कैलकुलेट करते हैं अगर हम तो वी विल डू इट जस्ट नाउ. द अनदर फीचर फॉर दिस इज योर बॉन्ड लेंथ. बॉन्ड लेंथ क्या होती है? बॉन्ड लेंथ होती है किसी भी 2 एटम्स के बीच का डिस्टेंस. तो अगर हमारे पास आप देखो बेटा द बॉन्ड ऑर्डर बिटवीन 2 एटम्स इन अ मॉलिक्यूल may be taken as an approximate measure of the bond length. ये क्या ले रहा है बेटा? It is the approximate measure of the bond length. और ये जो bond length होती है वो bond order के inversely related होती है. तुम बेटा ये अपने आप assume कर सकते हो कि किसी भी molecule का अगर bond order 1 है, 2 है, 3 है, then the distance decreases. जैसे मैं आपको अगर यहाँ पे एक्सप्लेन आउट करने की कोशिश कर तो आप देखो बेटा कि अगर मैंने एग्जाम्पल लिया फ्लोरीन मॉलिक्यूल का तो F सिंगल बॉन्ड F. नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल अगर मैं लेती हूँ ऑक्सीजन मॉलिक्यूल का O डबल बॉन्ड O. देन द नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल इज फॉर योर N2 N ट्रिपल बॉन्ड N. तो इनमें अगर हम निकालते हैं तो बॉन्ड ऑर्डर विल बी 1, 2, 3. दिस इज योर बॉन्ड ऑर्डर. तो अगर हम इसकी सब बॉन्ड लेंथ हम अगर कैलकुलेट करते हैं या हम एक्सपेरिमेंटली डिटरमाइंड वैल्यूज को देखते हैं तो हम ये देखेंगे कि इट इज दिस वन 142 पिकोमीटर, 121 पिकोमीटर, 110 पिकोमीटर. तो आप क्या कह सकते हो मेरे पास बॉन्ड ऑर्डर इंक्रीज होता जाता है तो बॉन्ड लेंथ डिक्रीज होती जाती है. दिस मीन्स दैट बॉन्ड ऑर्डर इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू आवर बॉन्ड लेंथ. अब एक कंसेप्ट और आप डेवलप करना कि बॉन्ड लेंथ जो होती है वो इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल होती है बॉन्ड डिसोसिएशन एनर्जी के. बॉन्ड लेंथ जितनी बड़ी होगी बॉन्ड डिसोसिएशन एनर्जी उतनी ही कम होगी. if I write over here the bond dissociation energy which is denoted by just like this, we will come later on this part, that is it is 158, 498, here it is 945. These are in the kilojoules per mole. These values are in kilojoules per mole. Then you can just see if bond length is 142 greater, then the bond dissociation energy is less than. If the bond length is less, then the bond dissociation energy is high. This means as the bond length decreases, the bond dissociation energy increases. So they are inversely proportional to each other. The next factor is your magnetic nature. Now, if all the molecular orbitals in a molecule are paired, then the substance is diamagnetic. मतलब अगर हमारे पास सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पेयर्ड होंगे तो मॉलिक्यूल का जो मैग्नेटिक बिहेवियर होगा वो कैसा शो करेगा, वो डायामैग्नेटिक बिहेवियर शो करेगा. इफ वन और मोर molecular orbitals are unpaired, if they are unpaired then it is paramagnetic. क्या शो करेगा? paramagnetic. And this means the magnetic moment can be calculated by using the formula under root n plus 2 Bohr magneton. Bohr magneton is the unit for calculating the magnetic moment, where n is the number of unpaired electrons. So just by seeing this we can calculate the magnetic moment also for the molecules by using the molecular orbital energy levels. Now we will discuss the bonding in some homonuclear diatomic molecules or ions. The first basic example we take is for the hydrogen molecule. For H2 molecule, we have how many electrons? 2 electrons. And these 2 electrons, if we write down the electronic configuration, then the electronic configuration is sigma 1s2, and there are no electron in the anti-bonding. So if we calculate the bond order will be equal to number of electrons in the bonding orbital minus number of electrons in the anti-bonding divided by 2. So here how many electrons are present? Only 2 electrons are present in the bonding orbital and no electrons are present in the anti-bonding. So it will be 0 divided by 2. So our answer will be 1. So bond order comes out to be 1. What will be its magnetic behavior? Its magnetic behavior will be diamagnetic. So its magnetic behavior is diamagnetic. Now if we come, we have taken the hydrogen molecule. Now if we take H2 plus ion. Now what will be? How many electrons are there? Only 1 electron is present in the molecule. So its electronic configuration will be sigma 1s1, sigma star 1s0, no electron. So bond order will be number of electrons minus number of electrons in the anti-bonding divided by 2. 1 minus 0 divided by 2 comes out to be half. It is, what is its magnetic behavior? It will be paramagnetic. Why it is paramagnetic? Because it has one unpaired electron. So it will show the paramagnetic behavior. Now, if we take the another example for H2 minus ion. Okay, H2 minus ion, how many electrons will be there? It will have the 3 electrons because it is a negative sign, it will give 1 electron. What will be its electronic configuration? Its electronic configuration will be sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s1. Now 1 electron will go to the anti-bonding orbital. So the bond order will come out to be Nb minus Na divided by 2 means 3 minus, now 2 minus 1 divided by 2. Again it will come out to be half. It will come out to be the half. 2 minus 1, so it will be half. Again it will show the paramagnetic behavior because one unpaired electron present in anti-bonding molecular orbital. Here if you see H2 plus ion, here one electron is present in bonding molecular orbital. Bonding molecular orbital. Now, it may be one thing should very clear to you that now how will you decide the stability? How will you decide the stability for H2 molecule, H2 plus and H2 minus? Here in H2 the bond order is 1, but here the bond order is plus half. Here also the bond order comes out to be plus half. So H2 the bond order is 1, in H2 plus the bond order is half, whereas in H2 minus the bond order is also plus half. Now how will you decide the stability among H2 plus ion and H2 minus ion? One thing I have already told you when we are discussed the molecular orbital theory, that if the electron is present in the bonding molecular orbital, then it is more stable as compared to if the electron is present in the anti-bonding. Now, if you see among the one H2 molecule, H2 plus molecule as well as if you see the H2 minus ion, अगर आप इन दोनों को कंपेयर करते हो बेटा तो ये देखो कि इसमें जो है आपके पास जो लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन है वो किसमें एंटर कर रहा है? बॉन्डिंग मॉलिक्यूलर ऑर्बिटल में। लेकिन यहाँ पे जो अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रेजेंट हो रहा है वो किसमें प्रेजेंट हो रहा है? इट इज इन द एंटी बॉन्डिंग मॉलिक्यूलर ऑर्बिटल। तो इन दोनों में से इलेक्ट्रॉन जो है वो बॉन्डिंग वाला ज्यादा स्टेबल होगा एज कंपेयर टू दिस वन। नो डाउट द स्टेबिलिटी विल बी हायर फॉर H2 molecule. The stability will be higher for H2 molecule, but after that the stability will be for the H2 positive ion and then comes the H2 negative ion. तो ऐसा नहीं होगा बेटा कि आप ये कहोगे कि दोनों जो हैं वो हमारे पास प्लस हाफ है तो दोनों की स्टेबिलिटी बराबर हो जाएगी। नहीं, दोनों की स्टेबिलिटी बराबर नहीं होगी क्योंकि इसमें जो लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन एंटर करेगा वो एंटी बॉन्डिंग में जाता है, इसमें जो इलेक्ट्रॉन रहता है वो बॉन्डिंग में रहता है। बॉन्डिंग वाला हमेशा स्टेबल होता है एज कंपेयर टू दैट ऑफ द एंटी बॉन्डिंग। सो द स्टेबिलिटी ऑर्डर विल बी दिस वन। Now we will take the another example, helium molecule. Helium molecule. How many electrons are there? 4 electrons are there. So what will be its electronic configuration? Its electronic configuration will be sigma 1s2 sigma star 1s2. Now what will be its bond order? 2 electrons in the anti-bonding, 2 electrons in the so what will be its bond order? So bond order will be 2 electrons in the bonding minus 2 electrons in the anti-bonding divided by 2. So it comes out to be 0. What does this means? This means when bond order is 0, जब bond order 0 होता है तो molecule जो होता है वो क्या कहलाते हैं? उसको molecule is unstable, or you can just say molecule does not exist. अगर बॉन्ड ऑर्डर 0 है तो मॉलिक्यूल जो है वो हमारा एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा. नाउ इफ वी टेक हियर हीलियम पॉजिटिव आयन, नाउ इट विल हैव 3 electrons in it. 3 electrons. 3 electrons means electronic configuration sigma 1s2 sigma star 1s1. So bond order will be 2 minus 1 divided by 2 comes out to be half. Half means molecule exists but with a less stability. क्या molecule exists but with less stability. मतलब मॉलिक्यूल एग्जिस्ट करता है लेकिन उसकी स्टेबिलिटी कम होती है. अब देखो बेटा, अभी हमने इससे पहले आपको डिस्कस कराया, इफ यू कंपेयर H2 माइनस एंड He2 प्लस, दे बोथ हैव द बॉन्ड ऑर्डर ऑफ हाफ. दोनों में बॉन्ड ऑर्डर कितना आता है? हाफ. नाउ हाउ विल यू डिसाइड द स्टेबिलिटी अमंग देम? Now in both these cases, they have the last electron enters in the anti-bonding molecular orbital. Here also the last electron enters in anti-bonding molecular orbital. This means they have the same stability. So H2 minus have the same stability as He2 plus आयन. आर यू गेटिंग इट? वहां तो हमने कंपेयर कर लिया क्योंकि एक में बॉन्डिंग था एक में एंटी बॉन्डिंग था, लेकिन यहाँ पे अगर He2 माइनस का आयन का और हीलियम पॉजिटिव आयन का मॉलिक्यूल का आयन का देखोगे तो ये दोनों की स्टेबिलिटी बराबर आती है क्योंकि दोनों में ही लास्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन कहाँ एंटर कर रहे हैं? एंटी बॉन्डिंग मॉलिक्यूलर ऑर्बिटल. इन लिथियम मॉलिक्यूल हाउ मेनी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आर देयर? देयर आर 3 plus 3, so they have the 6 electrons. Now what is its electronic configuration? Its electronic configuration will be sigma 1s2 sigma star 1s2, then comes sigma 2s2. Now how many? What is the bond order? Bond order will be number of electrons in the bonding minus number of electrons in the anti-bonding divided by 2. So it comes out to be 2, 4. 4 minus 2 divided by 2. That means 2 by 2 means bond order comes out to be 1. So in lithium molecule the bond order is 1. Is there any unpaired electron? No, there is no unpaired electron. So it is diamagnetic. So what is its nature? It is diamagnetic. So by this we can calculate the bond order of the another molecules. Now take one more example. Take the example of carbon molecule. How many electrons? 6 plus 6, 12 electrons are there. 12 electrons are there. So the electronic configuration will be sigma 1s2 sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2. 2, 4, 6, 8. Then comes pi. Pi 2px, pi 2py. And how many electrons we will fill? After filling the 8 electrons, we will fill the 9th electron, the 10th electron. Because they have the same energy. हमने एक एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इसमें क्यों फिल करा? क्योंकि दोनों की एनर्जी बराबर है. And according to the Hund's rule, when the energy of the molecular orbitals are same, they will fill first singly, then afterwards the pairing will start. So after 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are you getting it? Now, what will be its bond order? Bond order will be again Nb minus Na divided by 2. How many electrons in the bonding? 2, 4, 6, 8. And how many in the Nd bonding? 2, 4. Divided by 2. So it is the 4 by 2. The bond order comes out to be 2. Since there is no unpaired electron present, so it is diamagnetic. Now we will take the another example of nitrogen molecule. Then we will take now we are taking the example for the nitrogen molecule. About the nitrogen molecule. This nitrogen molecule has 7 electrons from one nitrogen. Then it is having the 7 electrons for the other nitrogen, means it is having the 14 electron. Now this will follow the energy level series for molecular orbitals having less or equal to 14 electrons. So now write down the electronic configuration. We will write the electronic configuration will be sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s. Up till here no problem. Then we have pi 2px having the equivalent energy with pi 2py. Then we have sigma 2pz. Then comes your anti-bonding 2px having the equivalent energy with the anti-bonding 2 pi star 2py, then anti-bonding of 2pz. Now we have to fill how many electrons? We have to fill 14 electrons. So now fill the electrons. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This will remain empty because we have filled up the 14 electrons. Now we have to find out the bond order. Bond order will be number of bonding electrons minus number of anti-bonding electrons divided by 2. So how many electrons are there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 minus 4 in the anti-bonding divided by 2. That comes out to be 6 by 2, means the bond order is 3. Means nitrogen forms triple bond with the another molecule of nitrogen. Since it is having no unpaired electrons, so it is diamagnetic. So nitrogen molecule as a whole will be diamagnetic. On the same lines, we can calculate the bond order for N2 positive, N2 negative, N2 2 positive, N2 2 negative, and so on. We can calculate the bond order. N2 2 negative and so on. So we can calculate the bond order individually for this. One thing, always remember that one thing you have to always keep in mind, that suppose in N2 plus we have a total of 13 electrons, whereas in N2 minus we have a total of 15 electrons, N2 minus, we have a total of 16 electrons. Just by seeing the number of electrons, don't decide the series. Don't decide the series. ऐसा नहीं है कि N2 माइनस में 15 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं तो ये 14 से ज़्यादा वाले इलेक्ट्रॉन्स की सीरीज को फॉलो करेगा, या N2 माइनस में 16 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है तो ये ज़्यादा वाली सीरीज को फॉलो करेगा। नहीं, क्योंकि ये जो नेगेटिव आयन बने हैं या ये जो पॉजिटिव आयन बने हैं, ये किस में से बने हैं? It is formed from the nitrogen molecule itself, and nitrogen molecule is having an arrangement of this one. So we don't get confused by this one. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम इसमें जो है इसमें हम ग्रेटर देन 14 वाली सीरीज लगा देंगे, नहीं, क्योंकि ये जो नाइट्रोजन है ये कहाँ से बना है? नाइट्रोजन मॉलिक्यूल से मिलके बना है जो कि लेस देन 14 वाली सीरीज को फॉलो करती है। This thing you have to keep in mind. Now by this, can we draw the molecular orbital diagram for this? Yes. So how we can draw? We can simply draw it by having this concept, that is, you just see over here, that is from this, here we have the nitrogen atom, here we have another nitrogen atom, and in the center nitrogen molecule. First one we have 1s, here also we have 1s, and this will form the one anti-bonding and one bonding. One anti-bonding, one bonding. This is your sigma 1s, sigma star 1s. How many electrons are there? There are 2 electrons in it. So as a total we can fill the 2 electrons. In the next, now comes the 2s orbitals. 2s orbitals will have a higher energy than this one. That is, it is having the higher energy than this one, 2s. And the same way you can make the bonding and debonding. Now how many electrons? So they will also have this electron. What is the name for this one? This will be your sigma 2s. Here will be sigma star 2s. Now comes the p orbital. In the p orbital we have 3, 2px, 2py. Here also we will have, and in nitrogen atom, what is the electronic configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. Here also 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. So now you just see here how many electrons? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now how they will be arranged? They will be arranged in this pattern. Here we have the pi, now see, here we have pi 2px, pi 2py, sigma 2pz. Here pi star 2px, pi star 2py, and here sigma star 2pz. So 6 electrons we have to fill. First 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the other will remain empty. So this is our, what we can call it as, molecular orbital diagram. And here what you show, we are showing the increasing energy. ये क्या शो करता है? Increasing energy. You can see this is our molecular orbital diagram for the nitrogen molecule. Going to discuss about the next molecule, that is your oxygen molecule. In oxygen molecule, how many electrons we are having? 8 electrons from one oxygen, the other 8 electrons from the other oxygen atom, so a total of 16 electrons. Now we will write the electronic configuration. Electronic configuration will be sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, then sigma 2pz. Now here there is a difference. We will follow the series greater than that of the 14. Now pi 2px having the equivalent energy of pi 2py, then pi star 2px equivalent energy pi star 2py, and then sigma star 2pz. Now we have to fill the electrons. Fill up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. अगर हम ऐसा नहीं करते बेटा, तो आप दोनों इलेक्ट्रॉन अगर एक साथ भर दोगे तो ये क्या बन जाएगा? ये डायमैग्नेटिक बन जाएगा. लेकिन अगर हम इस तरीके से करेंगे तभी तो हम ये बता पाएंगे कि इन दोनों की एनर्जी बराबर है, हुन्स रूल फॉलो कर रहा है, एंड इट इज द पैरामैग्नेटिक. नाउ कैलकुलेट द बॉन्ड ऑर्डर. Bond order will be number of electrons in the bonding minus number of electrons in the anti-bonding divided by 2. So you have how many electrons? 10 in the bonding. Now 2, 4, 5, 6 divided by 2. So as a result, the bond order is 2. This means oxygen is forming the double bond with the other oxygen atom, and what you found? That since it is having the unpaired electrons, so it is paramagnetic. It is paramagnetic. On the same lines, now you can find out the, or you can write the bond order of O2 plus, O2 2 plus, O2 negative, O2 2 negative. How many electrons are there? 15 electrons, 14 electrons, 15 electrons, 17 electrons we have. How many electrons in O2 minus? It is having the 17 electrons. O2 2, it is having the 18 electrons. So all will follow the series greater than that of the 14 electrons. Don't get confused in this case, because we have just told, as we have discussed in the nitrogen molecule, the positive and the negative ions are formed from the neutral molecule. The neutral molecule is having that series, so the other will also will follow that series only. Now I am going to discuss the molecular orbital diagram for the oxygen molecule. So we will follow our same concept. At the one end we will write the oxygen atom, other end it will be also the second oxygen atom. In between we will form the oxygen molecule. Now for the first one, here it will be your 1s orbital. 1s orbital, here one bonding orbital will be present, the other will be your anti-bonding. Bonding orbital will have the lower energy as compared to the atomic orbitals, while the anti-bonding will have the higher energy as compared to that of the atomic orbitals. Now in this, how many electrons are present over there? There are 2 electrons over here, 2 electrons in this 1s orbital, and as a result sigma 1s 2 electrons, so sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, 2 electrons are there. Now on the same we will do for the 2s, draw the structure for the 2s orbital. So in the 2s orbital, here we have the 2s. Again, one bonding orbital will be formed, the other will be anti-bonding. So bonding will be your sigma 2s, anti-bonding sigma star 2s, having the electrons, 2 electrons in 2s, 2 electrons in this 2s. So we have our 4 electrons accommodated. Now in oxygen atom, 1s2, 2s2, we have 2p4. In the same way, in another one, 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. So we will draw here the p orbitals. Here the p orbitals will have the 4 electrons, will have the 4 electrons. Now in the oxygen molecule, here 2p4, 2p4. Now here sigma 2pz. Then we have pi 2px having the equivalent energy with pi 2py, pi star 2px, pi star 2py, sigma star 2pz. Here 8 electrons are present over there. Now we will fill the 8 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in this way, we will draw the molecular orbital diagram for this one oxygen molecule. Same way, this is in this increasing energy order. So this is our molecular orbital diagram. Please like, subscribe and share my video and go through the next video for the tricks for calculating the bond order. Thank you.